And you said that you mentioned that you love to travel.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to see like, do you have any favorite places that you like to go?
I enjoy the beach.
So it doesn't matter what kind of beach?
Doesn't matter what kind, as long as I can just sit and relax.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm an extroverted introvert, so my social batteries, so like beach vacations really kind of fill me back up because they're just slow.
Relaxing.
Or you can go, but it's just a real slow pace, and so that recharges me.
Do you have a few favorite destinations that you like to go to?
I like to go to Mexico. We go down to Puerto Penasco, which is Rocky Point. We can just drive down there from Phoenix. We like to cruise.
Okay.
Because then we get to, go to different islands and things. I do enjoy, like, over Tampa side of Florida, the white sand, the nice clear water over there.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that.
The Gulf side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it really any beach except the West Coast. I grew up in San Diego, and
they're cold and
hated the beach as a child, and now I crave that sand and just the serenity of that.
Well, because also California beaches are overcrowded.
Oh yeah,
the sand is coarse and it's not very they're not very nice looking.
No,
most of them.
Right.
Like maybe if you go up a little further into like Malibu, maybe they start to get a little nicer. But it's like, and the coastline's beautiful.
Right.
Like if you drive up Highway 1, like up the coast of California through like Monterey and Big Sur and stuff it's gorgeous. But yeah, beaches, it's like you want them warm, you want the water clear.
Yeah, and the water not freezing and all the things, yeah.
Have you ever stayed at one of those resorts where it's got like the bungalows on the water?
No, that's on the bucket list.
That's on the list?
That's on the list. Yeah, they're just so dang expensive. And for me, I'm like, okay, we could do that one time this year. Or I could do like 3 vacations.
At other spots.
At another spot, So same thing, they have these lifestyle cruises that are a blast. All our friends do them, but they're like 4 times the cost. And I'm like,
we don't need that.
I'm like, I can go on so many more trips, so.
Well, hopefully, as your, the career progresses and maybe because obviously, you can always turn I don't know if you would ever try to film stuff to try to make it to try to get content on a vacation or
always I do.
Okay.
I always do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We always try and get something.
Which in that case though, because you can't, it would probably just be you and your husband because you couldn't assume that somebody else you would meet like at a resort was tested and
correct.
All that stuff.
No, but if we go say to Miami, I always schedule a few shoots while I'm there. I'm there, might as well work a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's really not work. It's, so.
So besides the beach, are there any other type of destinations you like to go to?
Actually, we just went to New York for the first time.
Really? You'd never been there?
I had never been, and we went in late November, October, November, mid-November. And I'm not a city girl at all.
Really?
No, I'm not. And so
you like wide open spaces?
Yeah, but I did enjoy. We were there for just 5 days, so that was like the perfect amount. We had no itinerary when we went.
Okay.
My husband had found a couple, I wanted a, authentic Italian and a couple things so we did that, but we just literally started out walking and would hop on the subway and go here, go there. We just, I want to see the 9/11 memorial. There were a couple, things but really no itinerary.
Is that usually how you travel? Because some people like to have everything scheduled.
No,
and other people like to be like, yeah, let's see where we head up.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, except on cruises, to new islands, we always will, pick what we want to do. That way we're not just dead in the water for a day.
Yeah.
But when we go on other kind of vacations, I don't like.
Well, it almost seems like it takes the fun out of it because then it feels like it's work almost.
Right.
Like you've got to schedule. Yep. We got to be here. We got to be here.
Yep. Well, and that's why we had never done something like New York because you're there and you feel like, oh my gosh, you have to see all the things. And so I never want to do that. I just like to go with the flow.
Yeah. Do you have this might be a weird question, but is there a favorite trip you've ever had? The best vacation that just stands out to you that you ever went on?
Well, my husband and I didn't do vacations until, our oldest son was, I think, a senior in high school. because
Okay.
our kids were just so busy. I have 5 kids.
Yeah.
And so they were all involved in activities. So we had done like weekends and things. So I think it was, our son was a senior and the other kids were like freshmen, 7th grade. And our older daughter was out and we did a cruise. It was our very first cruise. And so that was just it being our first whole week away. Like we flew, we went out of, Florida somewhere. They all run together now. But we did that. And then, so that stands out just because that was like after all those years, our first
real vacation.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I imagine the amount of relief and just be like,
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we go camping.
Okay.
Yeah. During 2020, when they said that we couldn't do anything, I was like,
we got to do something.
I was like, really? Watch me.
Yeah.
So we used to have a motorhome, but this time we just bought we glamp is what we do.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, but we tent it but we have a nice big, but I enjoy that. Just throwing my hair up, being out in nature.
Yeah.
So
there's some really impressive like glamping style resorts now.
Yeah.
Where you're like in the woods, but you're still in kind of a nice room.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I don't even mind our tent. We did Lake Powell. We've gone over to Newport Dunes, which is like it is a resort like you're talking about.
Yeah.
But still in the tent, just so I'm really, I do all kinds of vacations.
Yeah.
But
yeah, well, that's great.
Yeah.
And any like besides the resort on the water, any other like places that you are on your wish list that are high up that you want to go to?
We want to go to Europe.
Okay.
And actually, I was with some creators from the UK last night, and they were talking about XBiz in Amsterdam. And they're like, you've got to come for that. So
there's another big one. I think it's called Venus. That's in Berlin.
Okay.
So that's probably, I think that's their biggest.
Is it?
In Europe. So heard a lot of big boob women go to that one.
Do they?
I've been told to go to that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so Europe is definitely on the bucket list.
Okay.
And my husband's grandma's from Sicily.
Okay.
And so we'd like to get to
see that.
And, so